fourth, Arlington Heights, one win away from another trip to state Friday against Wichita Falls Rider in 4A Region 1. Heights won the first game on Thursday, but they were down 2-1 in this one until the 6th. That's when Mark Grace drove a single into left field with 2 on. Tanner Breen scored the tying run to make it a 2-2 ball game. With Grace on first and John Biggs at third, David Shipman watched the pitch fall in front of the plate, getting past the catcher and allowing Biggs to come on home. Heights had its first lead of the game, 3-2. In the bottom of the 6th, Ryder had 2 on with 2 outs. Tanner Twining hit a fly ball to right. It should have been out number 3. Instead, it's dropped by Mitchell Litchie. By the time he runs it down and throws it back in, 2 runs would score, giving Ryder the lead again. Litchie would get a chance to redeem himself later, though. Ryder was 2 outs away from winning in the 7th, but a walk, a single, and another walk loaded the bases. Then John Biggs drew a walk against the pitcher. Adonis Wright would cross the dish, getting the game tied at 4 apiece. Next up for Heights, Litchie with the bases still juiced. He drives one to center. What drop fly ball? Litchie would end up standing at second base. 2 runs scored to give the Yellow Jackets the lead for good. It was 6-4 at that point. They win it 8-4, taking the series in 2 games. And Fort Worth Arlington Heights is going back to state. Arlington Heights' last trip to the UIL State Baseball Tournament was in 2006. They won it all in '96. Point is, it's a great program, led by one head coach for the last 27 seasons. He's Tommy Elliott, and he joins us tonight, along with his senior leaders on this year's team. We got a great group of them. We start with third baseman Mark Grace. We've also got David Shipman, who plays first, second, and pitcher. Chris Ryan is a shortstop who also pitches, and John Biggs is a power-hitting left fielder. Coach Elliott, let me start with you. How would you characterize this year's bunch? What has made them so special?
Joe, what's unique about this group is it's not 1 or 2 particular kids that we rely on. We've got 10 guys that go out and compete hard for all 7 innings, and these are just 4 of the 10 that have been very instrumental to the success we've had this year.
Now, Mark, I'm big into motivation and how you guys help to motivate each other. So I got to ask you, I know you guys have a motivational saying, a slogan, a team motto, so to speak. Tell me about it, where it came from, and what it means.
Well, we seem to have a lot of fun with Let's Go. If we're coming off the field and we need a big inning, after we play defense, we give up a run or 2. We come in the dugout and we just yell, "Let's go!" You know, I chimed in with "right now," so we kind of have that going every time we come in. Let's go right now, and that's kind of what we've gotten the habit of doing ever since I would say the district championship game.
All right, great. It creates that sense of urgency, and when it comes to playing playoff baseball, that's obviously a big deal. Now, David, I'd like you to take me back during the season and tell me at what point did you guys know, you know what, we might have something special cooking here. When did you guys have a clue?
Well, after the first 2 tournaments, we had some tough losses early on, and we kind of just looked at each other after that, and our losses were to good teams, and we just kind of looked at each other and said, "Hey, we got this. We can do this. Let's go as far as we can." And we've just been rolling ever since.
Now, Chris, I know you guys have had some close games, some nail biters, pardon the cliche. But tell me about some of those close games, what you learned about your team, and how you think that could serve you well once you guys go to state.
Well, the first close game we really had was against Southwest in the district championship. We lost that game, but we worked hard in practice the next week, and we knew playoffs were coming up. We had close games in Seguin, Birdville, and throughout the playoffs, and we don't know what's going to come, but if it's a close game, we've been in those situations before.
All right, John Biggs, I want you to tell me about this incredible game that you had, and I guess a new nickname was spawned from it. Your buddies now call you Cinco. Tell me why, tell me what happened, and tell me what it felt like.
Well, they call me Cinco because of the 5 home runs in the 1 game.
5? 5.
Yeah.
Really?
Yes, sir.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, now, I played high school baseball. After you get 1 in a game, you're pretty jacked up. 2, okay, I'm having an otherworldly effort. After you hit 3 home runs in 1 game, what do you go into the plate thinking, Biggs?
Just getting a good pitch. Can't really do anything if they don't give me anything. And saw a good pitch, put a good swing on it, and it kept going out over the fence.
After you hit the 5th one, okay, I mean, that's just incredible, and it doesn't happen. What's going through your mind when you're circling the bases after you hit number 5?
Just, this is incredible. I can't believe this is happening. And then I round third base, and Mark Grace over here has a cell phone out on the field taking a video of us.
Great stuff, great stuff. Well, we want to continue interviewing you guys. We want to get a little more personal, but when it comes to getting personal with you, Biggs, I got to start with the 5 home runs. I got to keep it going there, because after that happened, we actually did a special story with you, and our high school reporter, Ted Madden, he went and threw you some BP, right? Well, what was Ted's stuff like?
It was a little slow. Hard to hit it out. Slow pitching.
So was it so slow that you couldn't get enough bat speed and ball speed to hit the ball out of the yard? Is that what you're saying?
No, it wasn't all his fault, but
mostly?
wouldn't go that far.
How much fun was it having that little media buzz that you created and get a chance to talk about that incredible accomplishment?
It was a lot of fun. It was amazing.
All right, that's great stuff. Now, Chris Ryan, you put on your questionnaire that we give all of our players that your favorite show is 2.5 Men. Of course, that's with Charlie and Alan and Jake's the little kid on that show. Tell me why you like it and who's your favorite character?
Jake's definitely my favorite character. He's just funny. He's hilarious. I just watch it on weeknights and just before I go to bed, and it's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's good stuff. We like it too. It's on my TiVo list, one of the 4 or 5 shows that I actually have on the TiVo list. My wife has all the other ones. David Shipman, I'd like you to tell me about your favorite Major League player, who he is and why.
It's Evan Longoria. I like the way he plays. He plays hard, and he was Rookie of the Year last year, and he just came into the league and just made an immediate impact, and I just think he's a great player.
Now, David, I know you're a big Rangers fan. You couldn't have a Ranger that was your favorite player?
No, I like all the Rangers. It's just, I don't know, Evan Longoria just kind of stands out.
All right, Longoria's your guy. All right, we like that. And, Mark, tell me about that Little League team that you were on in 2002. We've done several stories on that team. You apparently are the last remaining holdout from that Little League World Series team in 2000. Tell me about what that was like and carrying the tradition through to high school.
You know, it was so fun getting to play with Walker and all those guys up at Heights, and you know, it's kind of what I looked forward to when I was 12. I was going to get to play for Coach Elliott and play with these guys, and you know, playing in the state tournament like my brother did in '96. It's a really special thing. But as far as comparing this to the Little League World Series, it's, you know, I think I appreciate it a little bit more.
And you want to have some pretty good conversation at those family gatherings, because your brother won it all in '96, so I'm sure you want to have a ring to show up at all the family reunions as well, right?
Right, yeah, he lets me know. He lets me know that he's got the ring, he's got the medal and stuff, and I got to get one to match it, so.
All right, you guys can do it. You certainly have the talent. You certainly have the great coach, and we're going to end with you, Coach Elliott. There's some national powers who are playing in state. You've been there before. You've won it before. What will it take for this year's group to try and get that championship done?
Well, it's, you know, 2 one-game series, and it's all the teams that are down there are obviously good. Obviously, they're playing great ball, and it's just a matter of putting everything together for 7 innings and just playing the style of ball that you've been accustomed to all year long. And, you know, if you're fortunate enough to do it once and do it twice, and whoever lays claim to state champion deservedly is the best team in the state.
That's great stuff. Head coach Tommy Elliott in Arlington Heights baseball. Good luck, you guys. Go get them this week.
Thank you.
Thank you. And while Heights was taking care of business this weekend, here's a look at some of the other area